Field in Seattle. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Leading the 49ers, there's Kyle Shanahan. Coming off a down year for the Niners after reaching those 2 Super Bowls and 4 NFC title games across the prior 5 seasons. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Seahawks. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With Brock Heward, not Kate Scott, starting our 2nd year here in the Madden booth. And from Lumen Field, we are underway. This return starts at the 5. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it? For number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with the new season right with every possibility. With only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie, but he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Lawrence to throw it. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
Trying it left side with Cook. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now hang on. We have an injured player out there, and everybody knew who it was straight away. That's their quarterback in some pain, less than a quarter into this season. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long for him here. Makes the catch. He's still going at the 30. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's a good-looking play by the Notre Dame rookie. Gets him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the fifth-year quarterback from Alabama. First-round pick back in 2021, Mac Jones.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the shotgun, it's Jones. As a man, Dalton Schultz. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Run the counter with Dobbins. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, Jones. He's running with it, and he gives himself up after a short gain. 2nd down now, they need 7. Working from the gun, here's Jones. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
3 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
This is Cook on the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. but anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. First down, throw by Jones. He's going to keep it this time.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jones. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And the more important lane in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He's still going at the 30. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's finally caught after a big third down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official? We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. On third and long, it's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
That's taken at the 15. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play.
James Cook. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, These are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Jones going to do it himself. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Riley Moss with that tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Little play fake with Jones. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Going all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Burton. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd down from the gun. Jones. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Lawrence with it on first. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Lawrence working from the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Now it's Lawrence. Setting up the screen to Hopkins. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Jones trying again now on 2nd and 10. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. Jones slides down with enough to move those chains.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On first down, it's Joseph throw. This one to Williams out left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to do it himself. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Running back sent in motion. Throwing here, Jones. Into the hands of Schultz. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Jones now on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
That's completed right side. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense running out now. They've stalled out since that 1st touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Here's a give to Cook. Leading in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw, Lawrence. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. 35 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
For a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a give to Cook, running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Escapes out to the left. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
13 yards on the play. That's another Seahawks first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Lawrence to throw it. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Jones off first down. This is complete to Schultz. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Seahawks and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Holding by his back. Cook. And he's brought down after a short gain. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Oh, you feel for kickers in situations like this. The loneliest guy in the building. Sometimes you forget those goalposts are only 18 feet 6 inches wide. And this time he might have rushed things a little, and it winds up no good. Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. Sometimes that plant foot just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
A great effort, not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's a guy who finished with 23 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions last year, Justin Herbert. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And he was a top 10 rusher from a year ago, Josh Jacobs. He had 15 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's got his first of the new season right now. The Jaguars get the victory. Congratulations to Liam Cohen, his first win as an NFL head coach. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's a guy who took a big step forward last year, Bijan Robinson. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They get to Dobbins to start the third. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Now it's Jones out the play action. Connects downfield on target to Burton. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. And Davion Clowney on that stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. He's running for it. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
13 yards on the play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
A gain of 13 yards.
First down, Jones. Oh, he's going for it again. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Taken down behind
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. He'll make a big play on the ground. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This, 42 yards from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they take the field with nothing to show from their last series, Brock. Gotta imagine they're pretty upset with how it ended.
Yeah, and the only way to flush that feeling, and the good teams do this, is to go down and make sure your kicker is not attempting a field goal, but an extra point on his drive.
Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Lawrence working from the gun. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Rolling from the gun here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Seahawks.
On play action now, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 17 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield.
Leads to
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even in the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Jukes away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The 49ers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Brought in by his back. Dobbins. He'll have a small gain up to about the 32. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Jones now on 3rd down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he gobbles it and drops it.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Seahawks and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down throw, Lawrence. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with. And now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
He's keeping it again. Continuing to move past the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Gain of 17 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
No gain on the play. Second and
Lawrence to throw it. Here's a screen for Cook. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Seahawks first down.
Shotgun handoff for Mostert. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Good coverage by Evan Williams.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Making some progress here. Races past midfield. At the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Well, Oh, and it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the 49ers tie this game up. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawks and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Lawrence with it on first. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Has it in close. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Now run by Cook. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
At the 30-yard line.
Now it's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing his Lawrence on third down. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now up comes the San Francisco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up second and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Throwing the out route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Shoots away from one. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Jones looking to throw. Varner's got it. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Lofts it deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He's looking for Luther Burden. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The Seahawks and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now it's Cook. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Third down, they need 7. They'll throw, third and long. Take it in on the right side by Pearson. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror.
That's good.
He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
7-yard gain. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lawrence now off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But, Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
So here come the 49ers on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this route, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On third and long, it's Jones. Brought in. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. Got all of it, and this is good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game!
You know, I like to leave you in warm-ups, Kate, and get down to the field and watch these, not only quarterbacks throw it, but these kickers kick it. I want to see the distance. And it's one thing in pregame to make it from 55+. It's quite another to do it in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Cook on the handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Looking to throw. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jones. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
It's a gain of 45 yards. And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. No room up the middle, none outside either, Brock, so give him just 2 yards on that carry.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. To throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He dodged the tackle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here he is to throw. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Connecting again with Hopkins. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And the spike stops the clock. 29 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one is incomplete. And the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, Jones. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. First throw of overtime. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. This is Cook. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. Lawrence throwing here. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play.
Brings up third down.
Here he goes, third and long. And we put everything he's got behind it. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead in this game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now it's his turn in overtime. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers trim the lead to 1.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers bring it back to even. These new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down throw, Lawrence. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. They'll try the right side with Cook. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First down, ball at the 36. Another one for Cook. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Seahawks, first down. First and
So a
10
big
at the
kick coming up for
22-yard
Brandon
line.
Aubrey. This a 39-yarder. San Francisco calls it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. This a 39-yarder. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They picked up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.